Hi, Nyao. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ohayo gozaimasu. Hello, hello. Otsukaresama desu. Hello. Yeah. Genki, how have you been? Welcome in. Hello. Oh, am I? Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. But like my camera is kind of like my camera is a little slow. I'm not sure why my camera is lagging today, but hi, how are you doing, Seinya? How are you doing? Did you miss me? Oh, I missed you too. I'm sorry. I have a little bit of like that morning voice going on. Wow! Sorry about that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Perfect. I was bringing the Nyam pile on the screen and then it started like blowing up on me real quick. I'm like awake. I'm barely I'm here though. I'm awake. Ohayo gozaimasu. ちょっとだけね、ちょっと朝ですね。はい、朝弱いタイプなんで僕。めちゃくちゃ弱いタイプなんで、頑張って起きてます。朝じゃないけどね。もうがっつり午後1時なんだけどね。Yeah, although it's not morning anymore. It's like right up in the 1 p.m. afternoon territory, but it's close. ねえ、まあ。あれで。よいしょ。ごめんなさい。おはようございます。いやー、ねえ。Wait, let me just adjust my camera really quickly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it is just one of those mornings, you know? Do you ever have those mornings where you wake up and like everything is like you know? It's like the thing that I was talking about, right? Like my daily routine. Every time I wake up, I'm internally screaming out in agony. Yeah. That's the first thing I do, right? Yeah. Exactly. Do you do that too? Let me ask you a question. Do you, in the morning when you wake up, scream in agony and terror and pain and all that kind of stuff? You know, like either like out loud or like internally, whichever. Like it doesn't matter if it's like out loud or like internally. Kinda, yeah. Actually, I do. Yeah, see, I think, honestly, I feel like it's kind of like therapeutic sometimes, you know? Sometimes you just need to like stuff your head in a pillow and just be like, you know, full send. Just really let go. Just like, you know, like そんな日ない？なんか朝起きて、なんかもう、朝起きた瞬間なんかもう、内心を叫んでるみたいな。って。セイパペ今日届くの？嬉しい。ありがとう。嬉しいな、それは。ありがとうね。そうだね。いや、もう。そう、元気に叫べないんだよね。難しいな。Yeah, on the surface, you look totally like normal, right? Like completely fine. But internally, you're just letting it loose, you know, just. That's me every morning, you know. Yeah. That's me every morning. 毎朝ですね、僕。いや、マジでもう、毎朝ですよ。そんな感じなんですけど。 How have you been, Sid? How have you been? I'm sorry. I'm a little asleep still, so I'm gonna be talking like this. I'm gonna be yapping like this. I'm probably gonna be, talking at this pace too. So no rush, no hurry. But I do want to mention that today is gonna be a little bit on the shorter side. We do have, I actually personally have some learning I gotta do in the afternoon. I gotta go to my regular learning. And then in the evening, we're gonna be playing Kukiyomi with Furi-chan. So that's pretty exciting. That's actually very exciting. We haven't played Kukiyomi since the last Kukiyomi, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. But I also, again, like I said, I do have my vocal lesson, so that's gonna come up in the afternoon or later on in the evening. But why do I sound like a playboy in Japanese but sound like a high school sweetheart in English? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Do I know? I don't know. I do. It is let me crack out the Professor Seible thing here. It is well documented that sometimes in different languages you might sound different on account of different registers that you might be used to, or what you're used to speaking, Yeah, exactly. Totally. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Am I making stuff up? Like, maybe. Do I sound extra attack? Oh wow, thank you. It's good to know. Good to know that, like, hey. Wow, thank you. It's great because now I'm so confident. I'm so much more confident now to know that I sound very attractive when I feel a little like dog water, apparently by that logic, which I appreciate, by the way. I appreciate it a lot. By that logic, it seems that my attractiveness goes up the more I'm messed up, like, okay, so I think maybe the key to attract, okay, so any guys out there, right, like, apparently, take note, okay, any guys out there, any guy-nyans out there, right, bro-nyans, take note, the key to attractiveness is to really just be out of it, apparently. Yeah, just be half asleep, really, like, messed up, and then yeah, like, I think you might unlock the attractiveness. Is that, yeah, Bronyans, I got you. Pathetic, man. Okay, all right, who's guilty here? Who here is into pathetic men? All right, go ahead, you can out yourselves. Okay, you can out yourselves if you, okay. Oh, that's all I'm saying, okay, is that no, don't admit. All I'm saying is, guy, girl, anyone in between, doesn't matter, If they're not a morning person, they understand how I feel right now. They're not a morning person, they understand how I feel. But good morning. Yeah. So I hear though, I think it is nice. I think it is nice, you know. Not in the sense that it's I guess like pathetic. I feel like pathetic is a strong word, you know? Not too strong, but like semi-strong. It's a semi-strong word, right? Like, you know, I would like to kind of rephrase it and say it's like a vulnerable man. How about that? How about that? Like let's rephrase that, you know? Not pathetic. It's vulnerable. And vulnerably, wait, sorry, not vulnerably. Vulnerability is okay. It's okay. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, I wish I could say if your type is you know, a little more on the less if your type is less attuned, I guess, with the world around them, aka pathetic, I wish I could say you came to the right place. However, yeah, no. I am vulnerable, but you know, like you know who is a little pathetic though? You know who is? Timmy Table. I'm sorry. Okay, you know, it's been on my mind. It has been on my mind. Timmy Table is pathetic. All right? Like, I'm so sorry. I can't. Okay. All right. Confession. All right? Confession. Let's have a confession here, okay? It is so hard to play Timmy. I'm sorry. Like, for me, it is so hard to play Timmy Table. Okay, Timmy Table. I'm just gonna say it right now. Timmy Table's character is so difficult to play. Okay, and I struggle. I'm genuinely struggling playing the character. Like, if you ever wondered, like, why is Seible not playing Minecraft as much, right? Like, Timmy Table is like really hard. Okay, because it's really hard to be Timmy Table. Like, I'm pretty sure a gust of wind would just murk Timmy Table. Like, I'm, you know, like, the raindrops. The raindrops are a danger to Timmy Table. You know what I mean? Like, oh man. Yeah, Timmy's just a baby. Yeah, stop the Timmy hate. It's not Timmy hate, Seiya. I'm venting actively, okay? I'm venting actively because that Timmy Table is pathetic. And I'm not gonna lie, I get you. I understand. For anyone who raised their hand earlier, I get it. Okay, I can't shade it. Okay, I can't, you know, I get it. I understand where you're coming from, okay? If I saw a Timmy Table in real life like that, I would feel obliged to protect him too. Okay, you know, I'm sorry. Like, you are right. I get you. So I'm not going to, you know, I'm not gonna shade anyone who delves into the depths of you know, quote unquote pathetic, but it's fine. Yeah, no, we're not bullying, okay? I think he is like a ototo material. That is true. I think yeah. No, siblings, you know. You know how it is with siblings, right? So Timmy. That he okay, you know, I'm really so sorry to say this in this way, but he is kind of pathetic. You know, he's kind of pathetic, okay? Like that's Timmyテーブルはね、本当にね、ちょっとね、とてつもなく弱いよね。ティミーテーブルね、本当にね、キャラとしてね、さっきまあちょっと弱い人好きな人いるみたいなことを聞いてたんですけど、なんかみんな、まあ、手を挙げてたんですよね。ティミーテーブルはまさにそんな感じですね。まあ、That's part of his charm. Yo, thank you. Yeah, I'll let him know. Yeah. でも、守りたくなるのはわかる。そう。守りたくなるのはわかるよ。それはわかる。I understand. I understand the urge and the need to protect Timmy Table. The bullying. No. I am just stating the fact. Okay, so you know. Oh yeah, you're enjoying me. Okay, you know, honestly, the thing is, the more I realize it, I realize that Timmy Table should be membership restricted. Okay, like I'm sorry to say this. I'm so sorry, Seinyan. To all my nyans out there who kindly love and support you know, this promoter here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, you know. But low key, I think Timmy Table should be locked behind a wall, never to see the light of day. Because okay, think of it this way, right? And I'm gonna be brutally honest, okay? I'm gonna, as a promoter, you know, I talk about a lot of the behind the scenes sometimes, right? But think of it this way. What if you are a Nunyans? Shout out to the Nunyans out there. Please raise your hand, Nunyans. Shout out to you. What if you're a Nunyan out there and you join Timmy Table's Timid Tale? Right? The adventures of Timmy, the Timid Table. And you join, and he is Timmy Table. He's definitely a character. And okay, say you like that, right? Let's just say you like that. So let's just say you like Timmy Table, right? And you know, I think Timmy Table is pretty chill. He's a nice guy, right? And then a day later, you come out to hang out with me, right? Let's just say you came out right here today. Like you came to this stream right now. And you're like, Hi, Seible, it's nice to meet you. Now, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see how, like, do you see? I feel like there is a quite a bit of a difference, you know, between Timmy Table and Hi, I'm Seible, you know. So okay. That's why, you know, I feel almost as if that's like, it's not, it really isn't, but because you're playing a character, it's RP, right? But I feel almost like it's like false advertisement, you know? Like I am more capable than Timmy Table. Because Timmy Table is like useless. Do you see my logic though? Do you see my logic here? You see. Oh my god. Timmy's my goat. Timmy's my goat. Oh no. Oh, you're raising the pitchforks for Timmy. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, see? Timmy is 1 apple slice tall. How is... Okay, someone just said earlier that Timmy is 3 apples tall, and then now it's like 1 apple slice tall. Like, it's like progressively getting smaller. Like, what's going on here? Hashtag Timmy my goat. Justice for Timmy. Seiyan. Okay, fine. I'll let you have it. I'll let you have this, okay? I'll let you have the Timmy's my goat or whatnot. You know. Oh, it's gonna keep getting smaller until he fits in your pocket. Yeah. Well, at that point, you just have Seipape, you know. Hashtag Timmy's my goat. That's crazy. Oh well. Anyways, sorry. This is a Q&A stream, so let's answer some questions. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Okay. Ta-da! First question. Thank you so much for the questions, by the way, Seinya. Are you excited for the concert and meet and greet? Yeah, of course. Like, let's go. Are you kidding me? Like, it's so soon. It is so soon. Like, yeah, are you kidding? やばいね、マジで。ミーグリー&コンサートもうすぐなんですよ、バイザビートの。But I think because of it, I think well, me personally, I'll just speak for myself here. I'm making sure that I don't go overboard, as in like I don't go, too crazy, spending 10 hours and 12 hours on stream. Like that's, I'm keeping that in mind. 頭の中でね、一応ね、キープしてるんだけど、そう。なんか、もうすぐだし、ちょっと声をね、使いすぎたらダメだねっていうのをちょっと意識してはいます。はい。Yeah, exactly. So that's why you can see that, like, on the tail end of the schedule, it's getting like, oh, it's just 1 stream a day, Yeah. And there's a lot of collabs. And the great thing about collabs, right, is that, there's 2 people talking. So you're not like talking the entire time, and you're not putting stress on your voice the entire time. Yeah. Okay, let's do another question. But I'm very excited, and I'll be in your care. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I guess I think I do want to. I guess I should want to like mention one thing. I didn't really prepare this like ahead of time, so this is just off the top of my head, Seinya. But when we do meet and greets, right? I want one thing to be very I want to be outspoken about one specific thing. Do not feel scared, do not easy for you to say, do not feel nervous, right? Don't feel scared, like I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? I understand. But like, I just want to reiterate that you're Seinyan. Okay, like you have to understand that, that you are my Seinyan, right? And I love my Seinyan. Okay, so like regardless of anything, however nervous you are, scared, whatever, you are my Seinyan, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. I'd like you to come in, have a great time, chat with me, hang out, and there, you don't have to feel nervous or scared or anything like that. I know it's like, it's easier said than done for sure. It really is genuinely easier said than done. Because it's like, oh, what? Oh my god. Oh no. Like it's super quick too. These things are super quick, right? And so I'm just really hoping that you have a fun time, that you have a good time, because those are very short, right? So please know that, please do be confident, in who you are, in the fact that you are my Seinya. And please be confident that I love my Seinyans, So, have your head held high. And, let's go for a good time, And I think, I don't know. It's always, it's hard to say that, right? Because, like, I think the main thing why I'm saying this is always, like, whenever you meet, like, a new person, it's like, it feels scary, right? Like, there's like a certain, like, nervousness or something in the air, right? Like, your friend comes with their friend, you don't know their friend, it's like a mutual friend, you're about to hang out or whatnot, and then it's like, hi, nice to meet you, and they're like, hi, nice to meet you, and it's like, yeah, like, hello, and then, you don't know, etc. And like, now you're just thinking about a bajillion things, right? This, that, next thing. Oh, did I wear my tie correctly? Like, is my dress looking good? Etc. etc. It's endless. I want to say, Seinya, don't worry, okay? Like, none of that, okay? So just want to clarify for my introverts out there. And for my Seinyans out there, because I am exactly like that. I'm shy usually, so and meet and greets are kind of like that. It's hard, right? Yeah. But the worst thing is, I don't want it to be a stress. I want it to be fun and enjoyable and memorable for you. And so just know, from my end, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be, the same Seible. I am me. Nothing's gonna change. And you're always gonna be my Seinyan, so don't even worry about it, okay? That's like one thing. I feel like it doesn't change with like any type of event. One thing I would like to really kind of mention though, I think especially when it comes to meet and greets, is please do let me know your name that I would probably recognize you by, for example. So if you give me like your real name or something, I'll be like, oh, Timothy Table. I don't know. That's one thing. So I think it's one thing where it's just like, Timothy Table. I don't know it. So no need to give me like government names or anything. I will more likely not know. And unless you want to do that, like if it is a purposeful thing, then by all means, whatever floats your boat. If that's on purpose, then it's okay. As long as it's on purpose, right? It's like 見ぐりの際なんですけど、そうだね。ですね、よかったらなんですけど、ぜひお名前言っていただければすごく幸いです。例えばなんですけど、私、でもこのお名前っていうのは僕が分かるようなものだと嬉しいですね。例えばなんですけど、私ティモシー・テーブルですってね、正式な名前いただいても、ティモシー・テーブル知らねえなみたいな初めてですティモシーっていうのは皆さんね、基本ハンドルネームとかには名前とかはつけないですから、基本ね、はい、フルネームとか名字をね、名字住所とかそんなねハンドルネームにつけないもんね。そうなのでその僕が分かりそうなお名前を言っていただけたらって分かるので、ぜひぜひ、はい、ぜひお願いします。でも意図的にね言ってなかったりとか、意図的に名前はこれでいきますみたいなことになってるのであれば全然いいですよ。それは意図的ですから、ちょっとうっかりとかそんなんじゃなくて意図的だから、それはまたちょっと別の話ですね。はい。Yeah, I mean, like if it's on purpose, again, like I said, it's totally fine, you know. Yeah. Yeah. But, so. Oh. Ooh, wait, I see a juicy question here. ちょっとなんかジューシーな質問をいただきましたね。ジューシーな。いや、いいですね。ちょっと待ってくださいね。Should my friend go to her crush's dance concert or prioritize her group dance practice? ちょっと待ってね。 Seinya, what do you think the right answer is? What do you think the right answer is? I will let you know that first and foremost, I think you should go for the crush. Okay. Now, you know, or your friend. Yeah, your friend should go to the crush's dance concert. Because here's the thing. The dance concert is once a year, once a blue moon, once a something, right? But your group dance practice is every week. Is every, I don't know, twice a week, right? 3 times a week. Of course, it depends on the situation, right? But by, you know, the law of scarcity, I think it makes sense to go to a concert, which is, you know, once every year, maybe. And prioritize that over going to something that is once every week. Of course, it depends, right? And the right answer changes depending on exactly the specific variables that you put out there, right? The group might need her. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me give you a very big hypothetical. I think it runs deeper than this, but I think this is a good way to measure what is really important to you, for example, right? And it's like a more universal measure, right? There are a lot of things in life. Ooh, I'm gonna sound like an unk. Okay, there are a lot of things in life where they feel very important for various reasons, right? Like work is one of those things, right? Work is one of those things where work is important. It feels very important. You don't want to, you know, let down your team. You don't want to let down your boss, your place of work, your company, whatever it is, right? You don't want to let down your friends. You don't want to let down all of that kind of stuff, right? True. A lot of times, we'll prioritize that work. But you can't take work to, you know, after you, let's just say, you know, if you do pass, which we all do eventually, right? You're not going to be worrying about work, okay? In your final moments, and this is like statistically kind of known, many people talk about their loved ones. Okay, in their final moments, many people talk about their loved ones. Many of their regrets happen to be with spending too much time with their work and not their loved ones. And so what I'm trying to say is we do get caught up into, like, you know, the temporary, like, this is due, this is, you know, this needs to be done, this has to be, you know, pursued, this has to, etc., right? And in the moment, it makes sense. It's very logical. You don't want to let down this group or that group or whatnot. But what really matters, I think, isn't something that's going to be gone in, 5-10 years time. It's something that lasts a lifetime. So again, like I said, if it is something that you believe could be something that lasts a lifetime, I think it's important to prioritize that. And so I'm assuming from what it sounds like, if it's a practice, you're probably going to be practicing a lot, right? My benchmark, for example, is like you're practicing every 4 days a week, right? And if you're practicing the same thing every 4 days a week, which happens a lot because you're locking in, that in my mind is flexible, because you can make up that practice, right? You can practice on the 5th day individually, and just 1 day is not going to affect that difference, right? But let's just say you have a crush and that becomes a lifelong partner. What if you don't, and that they were supposed to be your lifelong partner? It's only once, and if it's a concert, by the way, it's once how long, right? Once a year? Once 2 years? I think it's really important. That's why I do think practice is a little flexible. And I understand. I get it though, right? Especially you feel that it's important. It really is important, right? These types of things, especially when other people rely on you, right? Or you're relying on a team. I played Apex Legends, for example. I can tie this into an Apex reference, okay? There's 3 players on a team. If one of the players is straight up feeding, it's going to be infinitely harder to win the game. Okay? It's going to be infinitely harder to win the game, right? But when you turn off that game, you still have a life to live, like as soon as you stop playing the game, you do have much more important things to think about, right? When I turn off Apex Legends, I still have my Seinyans, when I stop playing, League of Legends, I still have my Seinyans. Like it doesn't, it's just one of those things, right? Like I think that applies to a lot of things in the future as well, Seinya. So that's kind of my reasoning, my logic. So it's a mix of scarcity versus just how much you're gonna be causing others trouble. That's another consideration, right? Like causing others trouble is pretty not good, right? So if this is like a regular occurrence, of course not. If you're doing that regularly, you shouldn't, But chances are, I think they would understand too. I think your group would understand, especially if you've been locked in and working hard, right? If there's a once in a lifetime opportunity, for example, they would understand, and if anything, they should encourage you to take it, so long as you're also doing everything that you need to do. In another idea, right? For example, if you're getting the kills in Apex Legends, right? Say you're the kill leader on your squad, you know, they have no right dictating how you live your life outside of the game. So long as you're locked in, you know, and delivering. But if anything, okay, I'm just gonna say, if I was playing a game with some friends on Apex Legends, and my buddy told me, like, hey, Seible, see, I have this crush, and I'm kind of serious, and they have like a once in a year like concert that's happening, and I want to be there, you know, and they told me this in an Apex game. I would be like, okay, buddy, go get him. But if you feed in this game, no. If you feed in this round, you know, it depends. Okay, buddy, I get the situation. You know me. I'm gonna support you 100%. But you better win this round. No. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. But that's kind of my mentality. I think they would be supportive too, if anything. Especially if it's like again, like I said, right? If you're, you know, how I imagine it, if it's a group dance practice, and you know, if you're locked in, right, there's probably like 3-4 dance practices every single week for like, you know, 2 or 3 months. That's how I imagine it, right? 2 or 3 months, you're locked in every single, like, you know, 3-4 times a week, right? If you miss once, it's like, I feel like it's okay, you know? It's the same as like if you just had a cold. But for something like a concert, that's once a year, and if anything, right, like, I'm sure you would want your crush to see all of the hard work that your group practiced for. And chances are your crush probably already put in that hard work before their concert, because their concert is that final show, you know, the final viewing, the final show. So I hope that makes sense, you know. Welcome. 来てくれてありがとう. So, you know, practice versus the actual, you know, game day, right? I think game day takes priority over practice. Yeah. So. Thank you. I see. Okay. This is a hard one. Okay, this is kind of like a serious one. I don't know if I can navigate this question well. じゃあ行きます。じゃん。結構いいし、いやもう難しいですね。質問にいい悪いはそんなにないんで。Okay, let's try and explain this. Okay, in English. せいちゃんは、人に考えを伝えなければいけないときに意識していることはありますか? So when you say when you're trying to explain something to someone, is there anything that you really focus on or strive for? And like, for example, how to explain it to someone, 伝えやすさや相手のことを考えたら, or like, you know, from their perspective. And if, for example, that doesn't relate to the other person, you know, I am a person that tends to, the the questioner, the listener, is the person that tends to swallow a pill, like a hard pill. You know, they tend to swallow a hard pill and kind of deal with their emotions. うまく伝わらなかったら、自分の気持ちを曲げてしまう時があるので、その何か意識していますかってことですね。ですね。いや、そうだよね。いや、もうなんかこういうのって本当にさ、なんか答えが、なんていうかな、ないもんね。ないもんね。There's no like answer to this question, right? Because like 本当になんか自分もそうだし相手次第だよねっていうところもあって、なんかもうなんか人生って50-50じゃない人生って 50-50 じゃない I think、life is like 50-50, you know?、it's two-way streets.You know, you can say something and you're right. They can say something and they're right too in their own, you know, in their own world, you know, and you're right in your own world from your perspective. They might be right from their perspective, right? ですね。まあ、そうだね。答えるとなんですけど、I'll say it in Japanese first and then、answer in English, but 意識していることはなるべく論理的に説明することを意識してます。で、そうですね。なんかあくまでそのなんていうかな、自分の考えをただなんかまあぶつけるのではなく、結構ありがちだと思うんですよ。人って気持ちがね高ぶったりとか、そういう感じでちょっと自分の気持ちをもうそのまま直接に怒ってるから怒ってるドーンみたいなI think like people have a tendency, right? Because we are emotional creatures, to just kind of like push our not our logic, but our feeling, right? Like just I don't like this because I don't like this. Bam, I'm mad. Bam, you know. でそれが良くなくて。でちょっとね一旦そのなんていうかな論理にステップバックするみたいな、ちょっと一旦客観的に見て、でその上で自分の視点を説明するのかな。例えばなんだけど、そうだね。なんかたった一つのコンテクストで全てが変わることってある気がするんですよ。I feel like there's one thing where it's just like with one small context, everything changes. Like one small missing piece of information and then everything clicks or everything finally makes sense. I feel like that situation happens a lot. だからそのたった一つのことが抜けてたりとかが実は割とその会話の中で多かったりするんですよね。And it oftentimes it's missing a lot, you know, like that, like where you actually have a very serious and deep conversation, or like a heated conversation, but we forget to take that one extra step back and realize that this missing context changes everything, right? And そのコンテクストっていうのが例えばなんですけど、誰かが何々をしましたと。で自分がそれは好きじゃないと、嫌だ、めっちゃもう なんていうかな。例えばやけど、じゃあそのコーヒーのスプーンを時計回りに時計回りで、コーヒーを混ぜてましたみたいな。それがめちゃくちゃ嫌だとするじゃないですか。で、それをそのまま言ったら相手にね、いや、あなたがこのコーヒー時計回り回すとすごい気分が悪くなる。やめてって言うとするじゃないですか。まあ、普通それ聞いたら、はってなるじゃないですか。なんか、ははってなるでしょ？ Okay, so let me explain this, right? Let's say you have a coffee, right? And someone is stirring their coffee clockwise, right? A random detail, not a big deal, right? But let's just say it pisses you off. It like makes you so mad. Oh man, this person is stirring the coffee clockwise with their coffee spoon and you are mad as heck. Okay, let's just say. And what if you said that? What if you told them that? What if you're like, hey, I'm so mad that you stir your coffee clockwise. It makes me so mad. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so frustrating. And of course, the other person is going to be like, the heck? You good? The other person is just going to be like, are you good? Like, what's wrong? Hello? Like, I can stir my coffee however I want. Like, excuse you. Valid reaction, right? Like, if you told them and you were like, oh, that's I can't, no, stop doing that. Don't do that. Like, that's messed up. You know, I hate it so much, right? So far we're following, right? So far we're following. Okay. But like, what if I told you one additional contextual information that made sense? And what if right now, because we're missing that contextual information, it doesn't make sense, right? だから、でも、はってなるよね。まず最初に。みたいな。何？なんか、みたいな感じになるやん。でもさ、もし一つだけコンテクスト加えたら話が変わるとしたらどうなる？例えばやけど、コーヒーを右回りにかき混ぜる行為自体はまあそのいろいろなき今はなき誰々が何々をいつもしててみたいな。で、それが非常に心苦しいみたいな。なぜならみたいな。こうでみたいな。で、好きな人がやるとその人に危険が訪れるのかなっていつの間にか信じてしまってるとか。なんかでもそういうストーリーがさあったら、あ、そうなんだとかね、あ、誰々がやってていつもやっててみたいな。で、万が一ね、逆に言ったらそれがトラウマとかにつながってたらねっ って話ね。それトラウマにつながってたら、なるほどねって一気になんか合点がつくじゃない。だってもう一見ね、右側ね、その時計回りに混ぜる、どうでもいいことになんでそんな反応するんみたいな話やけど、実はでその話があればなんか理解できるわけじゃないですか、人って。でそこでまあ相手も相手であれですよ、じゃあちょっと意識しとくねとかでもいいし、いやでもそりゃね、僕コーヒー混ぜたいように混ぜるんでみたいな、見なかったらいいみたいなっていうのもいいし、それは相手の選択やから。そうなんかそれはね、なんか相手の選択やし、もう相手のね、好き勝手だし、で自分も自分で伝えるところまでが大事というか、伝えるところで相手がどういうふうにその関係性を守るためとかにどういうふうに寄り添ってくれるかっていうのは相手は決めるわけやから、キャッチボールにならないといけないんですよね、要するに。だから意外とその一つの情報が足りなかったりとかで、もちろんそれを伝えても、でそれがちゃんと伝わっても、相手が相手でなんかもう無視することも全然あるわけなんですよ。そういう相手やったらまあ別になんかそんな頑張って苦労してお付き合いする必要ないと思いますよ。お付き合いっていうのはあれですよ、社交的なね。どうしても馬が合わんかったらもうそんな別にね、頑張らなくていいんじゃないかなっていうふうに思ったりもします。でも自分としてはなんかそのこういうことがあって、こうだからこういう結論、こういう考えに至ってるんだよね、こういう事実に至ってるんだよね。でそこにもしよかったら僕の方に寄り添ってほしいな、お願いしてもいいかなっていう話で、そこから相手がなんていうかな、そこから相手が寄り添ってくれないんやったらそれでいいし、相手は好きなようにねするわけですから、相手は相手で。でそこでね、自分自身もなんかその人との関係だったりとか、今後の関係だったりとか自分で考えたらいいしみたいな。でもね、でどうしても逃げられない相手とか、職場の人とか、どうしてもそのばったり絶対会う人でもじゃあそれはもう普通にもう礼儀正しく踏み入れず、もうなんかね、こんにちはみたいなでするみたいなそういうのでもいいと思いますよ。もうなんかただただなんか礼儀にのっとって、まあいるよねみたいな、いますねお互いみたいな、どうもみたいな、どうもみたいなそんなんでいいと思うけどね。でも一番最初にね、その実際にいやこうがあってこういうことなんですっていうその説明があると、意外と人は理解してくれるはずなんですよ。でくれようとしてなかったらそもそも仲良くせんでいいと思う。もう完全に知らんがなみたいな感じのあれやったら、まあでもそんなね、無理やり頑張ってね、なんか何の関係であれ関係を持つ必要ないんじゃないかなって思ったりもしますね。極論かな、わかんない。精一杯自分の視点を説明するっていうとこと見落としてないか確認する、なんか重要なコンテキストを見落としてないかを確認する、自分の中で。で気持ちを曲げ ないようにしましょう。Yeah, okay, so basically ないようにしいや、まあその自分のね、平和を守るのは大事ですよ。そう。で、ね、難しいと思う。でも正直。でもみんなが同じようにそれに苦戦すると思う。人生。ね、10歳でも20歳でも80歳でも90歳でも、みんながある程度、それをやり続けてるだけなんだと思う。知らんけど。So, okay, so basically to answer the question, right, of like, the question is, if you want to explain something to someone, is there anything that like you really think about, if you really kind of like stay concerned about or you're reticent about, right? And one is, I like to think that sometimes there's missing context. And I like to think that if you explain that missing context, sometimes everything fits into place. Where it's like, oh, I get it now. I understand. Oh, thank you so much. I was missing that idea or I was missing that context. Now it makes sense. And it's surprising because sometimes, right, for example, in the example of like the coffee, right? I really hate it when you stir your coffee clockwise. Completely an unreasonable demand, right? But like, let's try and make that make sense. For example, if we try and make that make sense, you'll find that like, what is one information that we're missing that would make that make sense? For example, trauma. Now all of a sudden it makes sense, right? Now, wait a second, something as simple and, quote unquote, kind of like boring and dumb and weird, like stirring your coffee specifically clockwise, is like, huh, yeah, I really don't like that because it reminds me of a certain trauma, for example, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, right? And that's just one missing piece of context that if the other person knew, they'd understand your perspective, or they'd try potentially to understand your perspective if the other person knew. But if they didn't know that, they'll be looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Hello, this is my coffee. Let me drink my coffee the way I want to drink my coffee. And it's all down to just one context that's missing. And a lot of conversation, I feel like, kind of ends up in that trap where sometimes the other party doesn't know that one piece of context that is clearly missing. And the only person that knows that context might actually be you. Right? And if you don't mention that context, no one's going to understand, right? I think it happens a lot more than you'd think, I feel like. And so if I'm trying to explain something to someone, right, and something I am reticent of is providing that context of like, this is why. These are my thoughts, but this is why. From there, right, I don't think also just because you say something means the other person has to do something, right? I think that's another kind of like misconception where it's like, oh, just because you say one thing doesn't mean they have to do whatever, you want them to do. That's like a little like manipulation, right? No. It's like you do your part in trying to explain, in giving the context, and it's their choice whether they want to help or not, right? Like, if they're gonna change how they stir their coffee, that's cool. If they're not gonna change how they stir their coffee, that's fine too. I mean, that's on them. They are their own master, right? You are your own master. I too, like, we're all equal in that sense, right? And so it's hard. It's kind of hard because it's like, from there, if they don't do certain things, or if you don't agree with certain things, then like, that's fine. And you can choose what you want to do, or how you want to do things, or anything you can choose based on that, right? But you can't force anybody to do anything. And you also don't have to like stomach, like, you don't have to like abide by certain things, just because they say or whatnot. You are your own, you have your own agency, right? So to answer the question, yes, I tried to explain the context that might be missing, and I try to explain step by step in a logical way, here is what I'm thinking, or here is how I'm feeling because X, Y, and Z. And here's some missing context that may make it make sense from my specific perspective. Whether or not they choose to acknowledge, or try to understand, or try to see it from my perspective is up to them. And if they don't, then that's fine. You don't really have to, like, you don't have to even really tolerate them or anything. You can just go your own separate ways and stuff. That's all. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Ha. Ooh, this one's a good one. This one's a... Okay, I would like... Alright, be honest. Are down bad fans welcome? Are they kind of too much? Okay. I think... Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation. I feel like down bad has like some kind of connotation. But I think it's important to realize, like, people are people. We're all people. Every single person is a person, right? And me personally, I like my down bad. I like it, but I'm selfish too, because I like to feel loved. Okay, I like it, and I love my nyans. Okay, I think also there is one thing that is just as true as how much I love my nyans and how much I like down bad fans, right? It as how you say it, right? Or as how you're calling it. I like it. I think like there is one consideration that is true too, in the same way that I like my nyans in that way. One consideration is that, like, I do want to keep this place open to anyone who wants to join, anyone who wants to be here, I want to make sure that like our community is open and welcoming. And I think that is kind of a hard balance to maintain, right? Because not everybody is used to that, you know. Culturally speaking, it feels like a new culture as well, you know, being open to new Seinyans, and at the same time, right, in some ways wanting to covet this awesome community, right? And I'm sure my Seinyans have to fight with those feelings too, especially if you care even more, right? And that is a fight that we all kind of face, right? It is very easy, I should say. It is very easy to be impersonal. It is so easy to be impersonal. You know, at the end of the day, right? A lot of people will see others as a number, right? There's what, 7 billion people in the world, right? It's so easy for people to see people as a number, right? But every person is a person. Every person had family, dreams, goals, hopes, and aspirations, right? And when you start seeing every person as a person, a lot of things, you know, make more sense too, right? And a lot of things become harder. That's also true. And so it's a difficult balance, right? On one side, yeah, like impersonal, and you can do a lot more, right? Because it's impersonal by nature, but a lot of other people are also impersonal. If you are more personal, it's harder too, because you care more. But because you care more, for example, you want to keep your peace. You want to covet, you know, protect. And that's also not good as well. So I think our journey and our struggle will always be to maintain an open community that feels open to everyone, you know, that doesn't scare people away, or that doesn't, you know, turn a cold shoulder to anyone new. But also to keep that personal touch, right? To keep that familiarity and that closeness without coveting it, you know, without gatekeeping it. And so that is a difficult balance that I have to strike, and that my Seinyans have to strike as well. So I think it's difficult, because in that sense, right? If it becomes like a coveting game, like a gatekeeping game, then that's bad. You know, that's bad, right? It's understandable. It makes sense, because you care, I care, we care. But it's bad. But also, if we don't care, that's also bad. So yeah, exactly. I think the key is really to being down bad respectfully. And being open about it. Being open-minded. Unironically, I think everybody on the internet needs to be a bit more open-minded. I think everybody on the internet needs to be like open-minded. I think there's like a chronic Issue. It's a chronic issue. Everybody needs to be a bit more open-minded. But the problem is, like, every single algorithm out there feeds you only the things that say and pretend that you're right, and will not leave you room for, like, any other potential of, like, any other potential of, like, differing opinions and stuff. And it makes sense. It makes sense, but I think people just should be open-minded. Enjoy what you enjoy, and ignore what you don't. It's basically keep your peace if there are things that you don't. It's as simple as that. And it's great because it's like it's awesome because it's just you can choose. It's like appetizers, right? Like you have a bunch of different appetizers, and you can just pick what you like, eat what you like. And in this case, which it's very bad, right? You don't have to force yourself to eat anything you don't like. That is the great thing about the internet too. Okay, so are you open when you're uncomfortable? I tend to... Okay, so question is, are you open when you're uncomfy, or do you just deal with it? Like, do you just kind of like tank it, right? How do we know what boundary has been crossed, or if you're uncomfortable with a topic or flirting? For example, I won't bring light to it. For example, some questions have like, are clearly kind of crossing the line, right? If it is, I just won't really bring light to it, That's that, right? You'll notice that, for example, and any Seinyans in my mashimashis will understand this, right? Seinyans will understand this, but in my big Seinyan ASMRs, right? If we're close to like even kind of, touching the TOS, there's an ebb and flow, right? If we're too close to touching the TOS, things will ebb. If we're not, things will flow. It's like the ocean and the waves. It ebbs and flows. In the same way, like, if there is a clear boundary that's been crossed, I'll say it, right? If it's, I'll send warnings too. Like, I will time people out as a warning. If someone gets timed out, like, chances are they'll understand that, like, oh, maybe that crossed a little bit of a line, I tried to offer the benefit of the doubt too. But if someone like gets a warning and then another warning and more warnings, then it's like, okay, this is, I have a responsibility to all my nyans versus one specific or any specific, right? And so at that point, it's just like, okay, I'll have to show the door and ask the bouncer to bounce people out, like. And it's unfortunate. But that's that's how it is, right? So, anyways, taking a step back, I hope that answers your question. If yeah. So, like I said, welcome. Yeah, of course. Like, we are a welcome community for all people, right? I think it's just important to follow the rules and to know the appropriate time and place for it, And the rules mostly cover all of the issues that come up, mostly, right? And one rule is just like, be respectful. And that, if you put a lens with like, oh, just be respectful, that should eliminate a lot of like random things that, And for anyone who is very passionate, that's where we have Nyan time for it, We have a time called Nyan time for that passion, And we try and keep the rest pretty open and accessible to everyone, even those who might not be specifically interested in that. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. This. So I think it's a really good question though. It really is. It's hard too. It's hard. It's like trying to figure out how to navigate these types of things, right? As a viewer too, is pretty difficult. Yeah, and that's the thing, Seinya. I don't like gatekeeping. I really yeah, that's another very that's another important thing, right? Like gatekeeping will do nothing but harm me. And that's unfortunately the truth, Seinya. Like that's gatekeeping, any type of gatekeeping will harm me. So that's the problem, right? That is an issue. That is where things become too much, where gatekeeping is actively harmful. In the sense that, for example, like let's say moderation, right? Let's take the idea or concept of moderation, right? Moderation should be in the hands of not the community, but me, right? It's hard to work and do what I do in the way I specifically want to do if, for example, other people are trying to do my work too, right? So in that sense, like, it's difficult, right? So that's one thing. That's another thing, right? But also, it's hard, right? It's hard because like in some ways we are very close, right? Because we're close, right? And because of that, there are times where it's just like, oh, I don't want to share Seinyan or share Seitan to the world, And that makes sense too. But also that would hurt me. like just, that would hurt me, And the problem is like the more people are hurt, the more people change. And this also kind of happens in like regular relationships as well. If you try and covet, right? If you try and covet something, then you can't like if you covet things too hard, those things will cease to be the things you want to covet to begin with, right? Like they'll lose that shine, right? A diamond needs light to shine, but if you put it in like a safe, it's gonna shine for no one. It's not gonna shine. If you turn off the light, it's the same as a rock, So that's one thing. right? And I think that's just one thing, right? Like, see, yeah, don't shade people. Okay, I'm not stupid, alright? Don't shade people, alright? Like, stop. Alright, okay. See, I'm not gonna call you out. Like, I'm not gonna call you out because your heart's in the right place. But also don't shade people, okay? First of all, right? Like, if someone steps away for a few months, that doesn't matter, okay? Like, you have to understand, this is a lifetime commitment, all right? Like, a few months in the lifetime is like, I don't know, one single instance of ping drop in like a full, 5-hour game of whatever. Like, it's not a big deal, okay? But that's an example of what we shouldn't do, unfortunately. So don't shade people, like, even if they've been away for a few months, if they decide to come back, we celebrate that. Okay, we actually do the exact opposite of like, hey, welcome back. And that's the community that I'm trying to build, and I need your help to do that. Okay, like, I need your help to do that. Like, that is important. I need your help to do that. We smother them in kisses, exactly. Now, I understand, though. Here's the thing. I understand. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. And that's why. And so that's why we're gonna smother you in kisses, okay? Even if you self-out yourself, it doesn't matter. We'll smother you in kisses and hugs and welcome back, right? Like, that's the thing about our community, and I think that's the most important thing that I want our community to lock in on, is like that idea, right? Like, that soul, that is the soul of my community that I want to keep, right? Where we're not gonna be raising pitchforks at people if they haven't been here a while. We're gonna welcome them. We'll throw a party. We'll have some cake. And that's it. Water under the bridge. It's as simple as that, And by doing that, we create an open and welcoming community. By keeping that soul, you're helping me, But turning people away, that's not really helping, And I understand. I also understand that, like, it might feel intimidating for some fans to join. But for me, I think the important line is that, so long as everybody is open, actively open and willing, then I think that's good. Okay? So long as everybody is open and willing, that's good. But in the same way that, you have to be open and willing from a perspective of protecting a community, right? Others who want to join the community in supporting me, right? And by the way, please don't get this wrong. It is about me. I'm a greedy promoter, Seinya. It is about me. Like, I'm here. It is me. I'm the promoter. Leave it to me, okay? You don't have to interact with the community. Just keep your eyes on me. Look at me. That's all. That's all that matters, okay? Like, you don't even have to think about community this, community that. Just look at me. That's all. That's all. Okay, like, we can, anybody can argue one way or the other, and it's like, there is no argument if you're here for me. And that's all that matters. I think that's what matters, Seinyan. Like, it's, like, there's no argument there. And if you have your own grievances against someone else, that's between you two, or that's between you and whoever. And that's fine. I'm sure as adults, you'll hash it out. You'll figure it out. But I'm here for you in the same way that you are here for me. And the thing that we can do together is keep our community an open community for anyone who wants to join. And they can. And the only way, how to join is simply, well, you just have to like me. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here, like, if you didn't like me, why would you be here? Like, you don't need me. Like, if you don't like me, you don't need me. Like, why would you be here? Like, it's one of those things. There's no need. You don't have to force yourself to like me either. Like, there's a bajillion other awesome, cool people out there that I like too. Like, I'm just like you. I like them too. Like, there's a bajillion people out there too. まあそうですね。ごめんなさい。ちょっと英語ではかどりましたけど、ちょっと日本語でね、大事なことですかね。大事なことですね。はい。そうだね。そのコミュニティを守る。そうですね。さっきの質問、ガチか、ガチはどこまでガチでいいのかみたいな。ちょっと待ってね。それとも、ガチで、セーブルのことを好きな人は門前払いなのか、それとも、もしかしたらやりすぎがあるんですかっていう質問なんですね。で、はっきり言いましょう。そこに愛があるんか意外と使える。意外と使える。そこに愛はあるのか意外と使えるよね、これ。いや、だからね、いや、その質問が本当に大事やと思ってて、例えばなんですけど、僕、まずね、大丈夫です。はい。いいんですよ。僕のことを好きになっていいんですよ。いいんです。はっきり言って。だってね、この世界、恋愛は禁止されてないんですよ。この世の中、人類、恋していいんですよ。人類。ただ、だから、問題っていうのは、恋っていうのじゃなくて、恋へのアプローチなんですよね。問題は恋自体がいいってわけじゃなくてね。だって恋を禁止したら人間絶滅します。人ならぬ化石へと変わります。わかる？これわかる。そこがいいんですよ。でもそのアプローチが大事なんですよね。いや、日本語と英語両方です。はい。そうなんです。ちょっと英語、日本語両方使います。そうなんですよ。だから化石になるんですけど、恋が悪いってわけじゃなくて、その恋へのアプローチで、基本的になんていうかな、ある程度ヘルシーな形でいいと思うんですよ。十分に愛を持ちましょう。ただね、 なんか歪んでたらダメなんですよ。これ歪んでたらそもそも恋なのっていう話なんですよ、僕の中では。歪んでたらちょっと違うくないっていう。わかる？これが多分みんななんか落としがちなんやと思う、正直。なんかここが若干落としがちだと思うんですよね。例えばなんていうんかな、私だけのものとかってなっていくと、それもそうですね、歪んでたら違うんですよ。オープンなコミュニティであることを知る必要あるし、ルールを守らないといけないし、時間と時とプレイスなね TPO みたいなっていうのもあるし、で一番の恋っていうのはなんか相手を思うものじゃないですか。だから推し活もある意味そういうもんなんじゃないですか。相手に成功したい、相手に素敵なことがいっぱいあってほしい、相手を一番に思ってるみたいな、それが推し活なんじゃないですか。そもそも本質的に同じなんじゃないですか、それって。でもアプローチがいつの間にか変わってたらダメなんですよね。例えばなんですけど、相手が他の誰かに押されてることが気に食わないみたいな。でその気に食わない、こんなにも好きやから気に食わないみたいな。でもそれって相手が好きやからやってることか、それとも自分が気に食わないからやってることか、全然違うわけじゃないですか。相手が好きやからうんぬんかんぬんっていう風に裏付けることはあるけど、実際は自分が嫌やから何々をするとか、それは良くない。わかる？そこなんですよ。なんかついついね、なんかそこを見間違えるというか、そこを判断のミスする方は絶対いると思うんですよ。でそれがあるから、ガチはダメとか、好きはダメなんだっていう風になっていくんですよ。でもそれは好きがダメっていう理由じゃなくて、むしろ好きはいいんですけど、なんかもっとなんか違う何かがあるわけじゃないですか。なんかもっとなんか、いや誰にも渡さない私だけの、だから相手をけなす、落とすその歪んだところが悪いわけじゃないですか。でもさ、本当になんか愛って思ってたら、僕そんなん聞いてたら悲しむんで、てかもうめっちゃ辛いんで、それ嫌ですよ、はっきり嫌いですもう関西の説教みたいな感じになる。いやもうそんなん好きじゃないから嫌や。めっちゃいらん、そういうのはいらん。相手をけなし合いだったりとか、嫌がらせだったりとか、そういうのいらんから、相手をコントロールとかね、なんか自分の沿わないやり方やからコントロールとか、そういうのはいらなくて、それ良くない。いやでもそんなどの世界でもそれ良くないよどの業界でもどの世界でもどの立場でもどの場所でもそういうのは良くないじゃん、そもそも倫理的にも。でもなんかでも結局人はそれぞれ推し方あるし、強制するのも良くない。 なんかもう正義の名のもとに強制するっていうのはちょっと違う。自分はイメージあるかもしれないし、他はイメージあるかもしれないし、でもそれはあくまで僕とセイニャンの間の話で、セイニャンとセイニャンの間じゃないんですよ。僕とセイニャンの話なんですよ。だから僕がもし、これ嫌やなとかってなったら、それはタイムアウトするし、バンするし、ね、めちゃくちゃこれは嫌やってなったらそうなるよ。そう。でもそれは僕とセイニャンの間の話で、セイニャンとセイニャンの間の話じゃないんですよ。だから結局ね、僕を見ろっていう話。すいません。僕を見てください。はい。僕を見て。ごめん、育ちがちょっとワイルドな方なんで、すいません。ちょっと、ガチになったらちょっと口は悪くなるんで。はい。でもさ、なんか、でね、そういう嫌なことはあるんやったら、まずね、僕ができることとして、まず一番最初に伝えたいのが、そういうのはここではやってほしくないなっていうのもあるし、でもなおかつ、なんか、どこまでね、あるかどうかもわかんないし、でも、それはセイニャンじゃないよねって。その、嫌がらせだったりとか、むしろ例えばやけど、他に、なんていうかな、英語でしか分からへん、これ。日本語の言葉分かんないねんけど、ゲートキーピング。他には絶対になんか、あれしないみたい。見せない、渡さない、なんちゃらしない、共有しないみたいな。だから、みんなその、応援してるセイニャンを敵で落としていく、なんか、成長してほしくないみたいな。そういうのは違うってわかるもんね。そういうのも違うよね。はっきり言って。絶対違うよね、それって。独占。そう。独占は、むしろ、ね、良くない。良くない。だって押す行為っていうのは押すからいいことであって、引いてたら前に進まないじゃん。引いてたらさすがにね、押しを押さないといけないのに、押しを引いてたらなんぞやっていうところではある。それは大事。そう。仲間だからね。だからこそ、その英語でも日本語でも何でも、なんていうかな。みんな一丸とならないといけないっていうのは本当に大事で、そこなんだよね。みんな仲良くしないといけないなって思う。でそれが、D の意思じゃないですけど、僕の意思ですね。このコミュニティの魂であってほしいところです。なんていうかな、支え合う。そして、それが嫌でもいいんですよ。それが割と嫌でもいいし、ここで押してくれたらそれでいいし、結局は僕がここにいるし、僕はセーブルだし、別に100% 人と仲良くしなくてもいいわけじゃないですか。職場じゃないわけですよ。自分が自分なりに楽しくできればいいと思います。S の意思はなんかちょっとちゃうな。なんかちょっと違う気がするけど。Yeah. So. I hope that answers your question. But I think it's like, I think what I'm saying is not too different from like the world. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the same anywhere we go, you know? Yeah. Ooh, okay, this is a good one. They're all good, but what's something you're quietly proud of but never said out loud? So, okay, it's on the same story. It's on the same topic. And also, I'm gonna time you out because ちょっとね、さすがにね、タイムアウトするね。で、ごめん。はい。そう。セニャみんなルール読んでね。そう。リスペクトしましょう。はい。で、なんかね、誰かに問題があるのであれば、その都度、ご自身で、ぜひ話し合ってほしいですかね。で、話し合わなくても大丈夫なんですよ。まず、独占しない。それだけのことです。独占は、セーブルの、ためにならないです。むしろ、押していきましょう。はい。その他、気軽に、気楽に、楽しくやっていきたい。で、そんな場所を守っていってほしい。守っていってほしいです。以上です。あとそう。変に、なんていうかな、伝わるから、さすがに読めるから、なんか誰かが、まああれなんでしょうね。みんな仲良くせんでいいよ。はっきり言って。僕だけを見てたらいいから。そう。で、僕だけを思ってくれてたら、なんか、ね、わざわざ喧嘩を売るようなことはしなくていい。ごめん、なんかもうちょっと関西な、リアルなところがちょっと出がちやわ、ほんま。ちょっと、ガチでちょっと出がちやわ、ほんま。ちょっと。でも僕、はっきり物事を言うタイプやから、そう。そこはね、そう、はっきり言いたいことある、ね、やったらまあ、人同士ではっきり言ったらいいと思う。そう。まあでも話が変わります。So, we're gonna change stories. What's something you're quietly proud of but never said out loud? 例えばなんですけど、すごく誇りに思っていることでもまあ言ってないこと。I think I am. See, despite this last conversation, I am very proud of us. I am proud of the balance we strike. But it's a difficult balance, right? That's what I'm proud of. Is this community? This community is what I'm proud of. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard, Seinya. And I think I'm gonna need your help in kind of swinging this balance, right? Because in one way, it's good to have a very familiar community, and in another way, Seinya, we have to be open to. We have to make a community that doesn't feel like it's so closed off that others can't join. That is a thing too, and I'm gonna need your help in doing that. We're gonna have to promote Nyang. I'm gonna need my promoter Nyans to promote this community. But I think because it's such a hard balance, I'm so proud of the balance we do strike. And it takes two. you know, it's me and you. It takes two. うん。だね。What else am I proud of? いや、なんだろうな。ちょっと待ってね。うん。I'm also proud of, I don't know, it's not proud, but more happy. I'm very happy getting to know everyone from EN, if that makes sense. For example, I'm really happy that to hang out with members of EN, to get to know them better over time, right? To meet some of them for the first time. And yeah, I think it's just been a great experience. All in all, you know, talking to my senpais, you know, hanging out, getting to know them better as, you know, not just as, you know, people who do their best to make people smile, but as friends. And that is something I'm very happy about. Like, we are human, you know. we are all human, Seinyan. That's one thing too. Yeah. So. かな。お、ちょっと待って。Oh, okay. Ooh. Wow, thank you. Oh, okay. じゃん. Thank you for this question. So I've actually talked about this previously a while ago. But honestly, so not sure if this question has already been asked, but if you could be fluent in any other language besides English and Japanese, what would it be and why? I am a very simple person. I love people. I love people. It's a little weird. I love people, and then also there are times where I'm just like, humanity. There's like, you know, there's so much love for people, but then also at sometimes it's like, oh no, humans. It's a hard balance to strike. Like it's hard, but also like I'm an introvert too, so it's like, you know, it's even worse because your battery just like depletes so quickly, you know. So like you want so much more, but you can never have. Yeah. And so I love people, right? And so I think like from debut time too, like I really want to learn Chinese. You know, but it's like, and to be fair, there are so many people that speak, and I wish I could communicate, because that would be so cool. I feel like communication is so underrated, you know. Like, and honestly, if I could also learn Spanish, but it's like un poquito. Un poquito. I think it's cool. And I also want to learn Tagalog. Because I play Conduit. I swear it doesn't go all the, like, I swear it doesn't always connect to Apex, okay? I'm sorry. But I'm a big fan of Conduit, okay? So alright. Okay. We don't ask why. And we don't question how. Okay. But you know, sometimes it's as simple as that. It really sometimes is as simple as that. I've also wanted to learn French, but you know, these are all just wants, right? This is all just greed. I can't really spend the time, however. I can't really spend the time in kind of acting on these wants. I just haven't had time, so yeah. I think I had like a phase where I wanted to learn like German as well, like Brot is like bread and stuff. That's about it. But that's all I know. All I know from German is bread, Brot. That's it. So you know, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I do want to learn more languages, and I think realistically, I would learn Chinese as a third. But I think it's just language is the key to speaking to many more people in the world. You know, and I think it's so cool to be able to communicate. Sometimes like the barriers that we feel, the barriers that we face are all just communication barriers, you know, because oftentimes all we really want is I like to believe in humanity positively. / positive. I believe in humans. I think. Yeah. Does that make sense? I don't know. Naruhodo. Yeah, it's okay. It's totally okay to ask more than one question, you know? Oh, this is so... Ooh. Thank you, Seinyan. You're so right. You're so right. I saw that. Okay, hold on. Kuromi Lelouch merch is coming out. Are you gonna grab anything? Well, Seinya, thank you. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Our attention. I can neither confirm nor deny. that I'm going to buy Lelouch and Kuromi merch. I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm buying Kuromi Lelouch merch, as this is not a PR stream. And this is not PR. Yes, yes. But it is very well known that I love Code Geass, Zero, and Lelouch specifically. And that I love Kuromi. And I hope you don't buy it, no offense, right now, because I need to buy it first, you know, just so that they still have stock. Yeah, because I'm gonna buy it. And so I hope, you know, I hope it doesn't sell. I really hope it doesn't sell out, because I'm gonna. But Seinyan, you know, I also know of some other amazing merch at the NIJISANJI merch store. Seinyan, specifically by the beat, by the heartbeat merch. Specifically, the Seinyan Furoki is so cute. It's so cute. And did you know? Oh, by the way, this is not a PR stream. By the way, this is not PR. But did you know, just randomly, that you can actually buy up to 5... No. You can actually buy up to 5 little nyans in one order. No. I'm kidding. No. But yeah, no, I saw it, and I'm very tempted. I'm very interested. Yeah, I'm very interested. I'm very tempted. But two of my favorite things, Lelouch and Kuromi. So it was truly kind of crazy. Someday I really want Puppy Bowl フロッキー、パピブルフロッキー、いつかめっちゃ欲しい。めちゃくちゃ同じサイズ感のパピブルフロッキー欲しい。そしたら揃うからさ。Did you order some? Seinya, who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? Yeah, I don't wanna. I don't wanna brag, but I contribute. I don't wanna brag or anything, but I contribute, you know, like I don't just work here, you know. You know, it's funny. I actually bought a bunch of the Dun Debi Sama. Like, I bought the giant pillows. And なんだっけ、お布団入ってるキーチェーンもう買ったんだよね、実は。いや実は買ってた。さ、ルンルンとデビ様のでっかい枕、ピローとかも実は買ってたりして、意外とね、僕買ってますよ、割と。バイザビートのグッズとかももらったりするけど、買ったりも普通になんか余分に買ったりとかもする。はい。いや、なんかこれ普通なんかな、わからん。いや。Yeah. Checked it. Oh. Hoi 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 hoi. Oh, okay. Actually, this I wanna let's talk about this one. ちょっと待ってね。じゃん。About the Avengers. So yeah, we're not gonna make it an official name, okay? We're not gonna make it an official name. But are you mainly? I know what you're talking about though. Are you mainly looking for artists/clippers for your channel short vids? Channels short videos. Yeah. That is the case. Yes, that is the case. The Avengers, because I'm gonna use the Avengers as a term for other things too. So I want to keep that term. I want to keep that term available. Okay, like we're not gonna assign it to anything or anyone. Okay. My Avengers are the collective of my Seinyans here, but yeah. Are you mainly looking for artist/clippers for your channel short videos? Yes. I may, for example, have like middle form videos on a case-by-case basis. But everything is going to go through my manager. And so I do want to kind of like make sure that there's no real misunderstanding. Like, it is work. Like, like it is like kind of like work, like it is genuine, just like work. There's no, I'm sorry, there's no extra, there's no real bragging rights and stuff like that. And I'm not going to glorify it either. I'm not going to pretend like it's like some very, amazing, beautiful, like you now have superpowers and you're gonna change the world now. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. But what I can say, or what I can do, is be honest with you. It's work. Yeah, it's literally work. But for example, I think one thing that I kind of want to like set a precedent is that if I can, in some I'm sorry. There are some things that I'm very Japanese with. There, and I wouldn't say it's just Japanese, but I should maybe old school. I'll say old school. How about this? I'll say old school. My grandfather was very old school. 僕のね、おじいちゃんすごいオールドスクールだったんですよ。まあ昔の人だったんですよね。おじいちゃんは結構昔の人で。My grandfather was very old school. And so he believed in, taking care of his family. And I kind of believe in that same idea. If someone takes care of you, you try to take care of them within reason, right? within reason. Yeah. And so, for example, I like to think of it in the same way, right? I am always constantly taking care of my Seinyans, you know. And for example, I truly value the people who helped me along the way, who helped me along the way on my journey, in the same way that we all have our own journeys, right? And I'm really hoping that we can all help each other. And so, but also I am a professional too, you know, and I have to be a professional first, right? So, you know, there's one thing is going to be pretty hard. It's, you know, I want to, you know, make sure that like we're all supporting each other in some way, you know. So if I can hire people who are amazing artists and clippers, you know, that have a specific style, for example, you know, some styles are more fit than others, some styles work better than others, you know, that's unfortunately where, you know, I'll have to be a little bit of a professional about it, you know, stuff like that, right? But if I can, I would rather hire someone from our own than, you know, someone I might not know anything about, or, you know, just any random person. That's the old school style. If you know, you know. You know, if you know, you know the old school style. Like, if you know the old school, like, you know what my, you know, like, that's why I said it was like kind of like it's kind of like Nihon a little bit, because like, you know, I feel like in Japan it's kind of similar, where, and at the very least, my grandpa was very much that type of person where, like, if you help them out, they help you out and they take care of you, you know. It also does not help, I swear it does not help that I like watched like some like, you know, drama series about like mobsters and stuff. It's not good. It's not good. So yeah, I'm being affected. Like, oh no, because that's what it sounds like. You take care of me, I take care of you. You know? No. I watched like a some kind of like drama series or something about like, you know, like crime and mafia and stuff like that. No, I'm not. My name's not Luca. I'm not Zad. I'm not Zad. You know, but maybe Zad's having an effect on me. I don't know. I watched some TV series or something, so maybe that's affecting. But it's true. Like, you know, I like to take care of, you know, the people who take care of me. You know, the people who have helped me on my journey. I want to make sure to you know, take care of them, you know, as kind of like, I feel like it's only right and proper, you know, and we stick together, we take care of each other, you know, that kind of thing. And so that is kind of like my thought process behind it. You know, if I'm going to hire someone, I would rather hire someone who is within, you know, the community, and because that way it, like, it's connected, it's interconnected too, and in some ways that's nice, you know, you're taking care of your own, you know, and I think it's important. But that said, you know, I'm also like, you know, I want to make sure that things are like awesome and great, and you know, I really want anyone who I ask to help to be better than me, you know, and you know, I think it's a low bar. It is a low bar, but so for clipping and stuff, like my standard is anyone who's better than me, which is pretty low. All right, But you know, I would really appreciate, you know, that skill, because we're all so different, you know. Every single one of my nyans here has something that they will 100% do better than I do. And it's the same for everyone in the world. You know, there's always going to be one thing that someone else is going to do better than you. Just in the same way that you're going to have one thing that you do better than everybody else or anybody else. And that's just true, you know, and I really want to, you know, call on my nyans for that help if they do. If they've spent their time, you know, polishing their craft and believing in their craft, you know, I would really appreciate those nyans, and also keeping it in the family. Yeah, in the family. No, it's kind of interesting, because I think of it, you know, I don't want to, you know, I need, it's a hard balance, because it's also kind of like pressure, right? Like, it is work. You ask us a favor on the day. I can't even do an accent. Not the nepotism. No, but in the wise words of Dom Toretto, family. Family. You hear that? Family. No, we gotta stick together, Seinya. We gotta stick together, okay? Yeah, no. It's the Fast and the Furious. It's family. The Fast and the Furious taught me that family was important, okay? Yeah, not my grandpa. It was Fast and Furious. Dom Toretto. That's the GOAT. The ride? Is there a ride? I haven't been to Universal in so long. Oh, I haven't been to Universal Studios for so long. That's the bald guy. He's like the bald guy. Like he is the guy. That's him. That's hashtag him.いや、そうなんですよ。ちょっと僕ね、そうなんです。この、アートニャンだったり、クリッパーニャン、ね、切り抜きニャンなんですけど、このショート動画、主にショート動画のあれですかっていう形で質問いただきまして、その通りです、その通りです。で、一つ、あれですね、答えになってるかどうかわかんないんですけど、一つだけ、説明すると、僕割とね、おじいちゃんがいまして、はい。で、おじいちゃんがまあ古い考えをされてる方でございまして、はい、結構古い考えでして、まあすごい、年ではあったんで、はい。で、一つのね、良さっていうのが僕個人的にあって、非常に、なんていうかな、身内を大事にする人なんですよね。で、身内もそうやし、なんていうか、お世話になった人たちを、長く大事にしてたんですよ、おじいちゃん。まあなんか、なんだろうね、お世話になった人を大事にするっていうのは非常にいいことやと思うねんけど、僕もそれがすごい好きなアイディアで、なんかまあね、これちょっと日本の古い考えかもしれないんですけど、 やっぱあるよね。なんか知らない人を雇うよりは、まあそのね、なんかお世話になってる人だったりとか、その近所のあれだったりとかを雇った方が嬉しいよねみたいな、そういうなんか個人的に思ったりするんですよ。で、僕はやっぱそのなんていうかな、セイニャンに支えられて素敵なそれぞれ素敵なこと仕事ができるわけですから、それならば同じようにそのセイニャンの中でのアーティストさんだったりとかクリッパーさんだったりとかを個人としては雇いたいですね。ただ一応マネージャーを通してなんで、そこはね、やっぱそこはプロとしてね。でもちろんプロとして雇う形なのでやっぱり結構限られてきたりとかすると思いますね。ただ本当になんかお手伝いしていただく身でなんですけど、本当になんかお仕事ではあるという形なので、そこだけはね大事ですね。はい。でもそうだね、できるのであればやっぱり個人としてはそのなんていうかな、このコミュニティからいただいてる恩恵をこのコミュニティの中でキープしたいっていう気持ちはあるかもしれないです。ただ僕もプロではいけないといけない、まあプロとしてプロでないといけないところもあって、優遇はできないですね。優遇もできないし、難しい、なんていうかな、個人としては僕より、例えば編集だったり僕よりうまい編集を欲しいなって思ったりもするし、幸いなことに僕の編集はそんなにうまくないから僕の編集はそんなにうまくないから割とそのハードルは低いかもしれないですけどでももうすでにね応募してくださった方々、そしてこれから応募してくれる方には本当に感謝してます。はい。Thank you so much、to anyone who's thinking of applying, and thank you so much for people who have already applied. It's until July 15th. だから7月15までですね。はいはいはいはい。Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Just explaining, catching up in the Japanese. Yeah. So let's see. Let's do one last question. あと最後の質問に行こうかな。Wait, yes or no, should I spend $60 on the new Overwatch bundle? Would it bring you joy, and would it bring you joy 3 months from now? If it's gonna bring you joy 3 months from now, yes. If not, no. Let's go with a super quick one, okay? The question is, should I spend $60 on the new Overwatch bundle? If it brings you joy 3 months from now, yes. If not, no.この質問かわいいな。ちょっと待ってね。これ確かにね、これあんまそうだよね。 はい。Okay, let's see. All right, I have another question. じゃんじゃん. In Japanese, I'll translate it to. 普段日本語を話すセイニャンが英語を話したり、英語を話すセイニャンが日本語を話していたりするとどう思いますかですね。めっちゃ嬉しいですね。はい。でも、単純にね、みんなが一番気楽で自分自身が楽しい。自分自身が話したい言語で話してほしいですね。うん。そんなところですかね。Yeah. Oh, okay, so the question is, if you see someone speaking, regularly speaking Japanese, who regularly speaks Japanese speaking in English, or if you see someone who's regularly speaking in English speaking in Japanese, how do you feel? Like, what do you feel? So someone who is a primarily English speaker or someone who is a primarily Japanese speaker speaking the other language, how do you feel? And very easy answer, I feel great. I feel awesome. I feel amazing. It feels so good, you know, because it shows that you're challenging yourself. It shows that you're, doing something that most people would find as difficult. Some people would be scared to do that, you know. I think it's really, really cool. And it shows your growth in the same way that you see my growth every single day. You know? そうそうそうそう。だから僕はすごい嬉しいですね。はい。すごく嬉しいです。It makes me very happy. なんか、でも、もちろんその嬉しいのは嬉しいんですけど、何よりね、プレッシャーになってほしくないですね。しないといけないっていうのが、怖いですからね。やっぱ何々を、しないといけないのかなとか、それは良くないから、そう。だから自分自身が話しやすい、話したい。その時に話したい言語、言葉。言語ですね。で、話してほしいですね。はい。Yeah. そっか、OK。そうだね。Yeah. I think we'll keep it to that. Okay, another question. Can you give a tiny spoiler for the concert? See you there. Okay, spoiler alert. I'll be there. Yeah, spoiler alert. I'll be there. And okay, actually, ooh, this one is another one. Okay, last but not least. Okay, last but not least. これ最後の質問にしようかな。Last question ですね。じゃじゃーん。Okay. じゃん。Which song, could be covers or sang privately, was the song that makes you realize you've improved so much in your singing skills? So there's no real like specific song specifically, but I do want to kind of like explore that idea. the thing that yeah, sorry about that. So the thing that like I think the thing that really makes me realize or shows me that like I've improved is in the actual recordings themselves. And it's not specifically like a song, but more specifically in the takes themselves. I think there is a over time and over with practice, I think the songs and the takes and the singing itself becomes clearer, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very clear. Great takes will require less editing. Less editing means less artifacting. Less artifacting means a smooth and natural experience. However, I also learned that, you know, so if anything, for example, right, in the takes I do, the time it takes to get those takes have reduced, right? That's one thing. The vision I have is clearer. That's another thing. Where, for example, in Iris Out, I wanted to make it a little crazy. Just a little crazy, right? Gritty, crazy, and a little, you know, yeah. But there's intention there, right? There's intention, you know. But like the intentionality has increased. The takes have gotten cleaner. The intentionality has increased. I start using more different skill sets, like growls a bit more, you know. Ganari 使ったりとか、増えていくんですよね、レパートリー。But I've also realized that there are voice types. There is and there are voice types, right? Like, and that will also change a little bit. You know, you can sing more breathy. You can sing clearer. You can sing higher or lower. You can sing with more like edge voice. You can sing with more, what is it, like almost like a scream kind of. And you can do all of these different things, and that affects your voice. That affects the clarity of your voice too. You can sing clear voices, but there are definitely, what I've learned is that there are definitely like voice types too, you know. And that's another thing, right? Where it's just like singing songs that are not necessarily your voice type isn't gonna do as good as, for example, singing something that is just right up in your voice type alley, right? Some people will sing, or some people will sound better rapping than others. Some will sound better singing opera than others, right? Everybody has a different voice. And each voice is almost like a rough diamond that you just keep polishing and polishing. And I think there's like two interesting alternatives. Oh, this is such a deep topic. And we talked about this with my vocal coach, but there's two like major choices to make. One is like the odo, and one is like the artist type, right? One is like the mainstream, one is the artist type, right? The mainstream will always perform really well in like a mainstream way, and there's like almost like a mainstream way to sing. It's actually like a skill to do so, right? Then the other is exactly character and personality. Exactly is what I'm trying to say. So the other is character, singing with like character / personality, like, and this character / personality, it's a bit of a reduction game, right? Where if you sing clean, clear, and like in kind of like the mainstream way, many people will like that. But the flip end of that singing style is singing in a very specific character voice, right? Like in a very stylized, specific way. And a lot of people will do that because it's fun. It's fun. You know, it's fun, it's cool, it's interesting, it's exciting. However, not everybody likes that, right? If someone was singing in like Donald Duck, well, okay, that's actually really funny. But okay, if someone is singing in a very like, gruff, slightly suggestive way, for example, not everyone's going to be interested in that. You know what I mean? People who like that might be interested in that, but definitely not everybody. In fact, that's a bit more niche. And it comes down to, what type of voice you have, like the polish on that voice, and what you want to portray, what message you want to give in whatever you're singing in that specific song or that cover or that branding, any of those things. Do I think characterized, or my recent covers? I would say they're more characterized. For me, these covers are a playground. And I'm very thankful that they are this opportunity to explore, right? Like, for example, each cover I'll have a little bit of a theme. Some covers I want to sing like it's my last breath. Some other covers I want to sing like it's a crazed individual, who's like, like very suggestive, right? Other covers I want to sing with clarity, right? Like with a clearness, with a clarity. And so for me, it helps me explore each different song with different variations and different vibes, right? These moods that each song has allows me to explore different sides of singing, different ways to sing. And it allows me to explore my voice in a very exciting way. And it's been a huge learning experience. Yeah, and it's been a great opportunity for me too. Yeah, as someone who, isn't like trained or anything. Like I'm starting my journey and have started and have like, definitely seen growth there. And yeah, so that's kind of how I approach my covers. So no, majority of them are not mainstream, and the majority of the music I like also tends to not be mainstream. Like I really love that dark, gritty, like type of sound, because I think it's so real. It's so true, you know. It doesn't like gloss anything, and it doesn't pretend like it's something else, you know. It feels like the real human condition. And that's what I like about it. But that's not to say I don't like mainstream songs. I do. So that's a little bit of about that. Yeah, not really a specific song, but each cover shorts is an opportunity to explore a little bit of a different style and to find my own style within that. Yeah. But I am behind on like everything. I'm so behind on everything, and so that's the only kind of scary thing, is that I'm behind schedule on literally everything right now because there's so much. And we're going to Thailand. Ah! We're performing soon. Yeah, wow, we're performing soon. So yeah, I think it's a really awesome opportunity, you know. But I do want to become a singer. I think my goal really is to become a singer that can master all of those skills, you know. To be able to master breathy parts, to be able to master a very clear, clean, you know, more mainstream tone, to be able to master that gruff, gritty style, and to be able to transition between all of those things, all of those skills to varying degrees, you know, like bringing out like certain areas and mixing it up, and to illustrate that an entire journey, like each song is a journey, right? To illustrate that entire journey with as much flavor and fun as possible. And that's the goal. That's the goal, to be able to do all of it. That is my goal. And whether that takes, you know, 1 year, whether that takes 5 years, 10 years, it doesn't matter to me. To me, you know, I want to continue doing all of this 5, 10, 15, 20, however long it takes. Because it's fun. And I hope you'll join. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. ですね。おー。Okay, let's see. これちょっと最後にしましょうかな。I'm gonna take a question in Japanese real quick. Oh no. Let me do a quick question in Japanese. あれちょっと待ってよ。Okay. ででん。はい。なんでだ？Oh, it's broken. Okay. My thing's broken. Anyways. じゃあ日本語で、どうしようもない悩み事ができた時の、忘れ方とかありませんか？そうですね。悩み事ができた時の忘れ方ですね。So if you have anything, if you have like something that's on your mind, right? Is there any way that you like to forget? I like to give myself a day. Okay, so this is そうだね。ちょっと先に I'll explain in Japanese first. まずどうしようもないね。悩み事がね。いや、そうだよね。 1日悩みましょう。で、1日足りんくて、もう1日悩もうかなってなったら、じゃあ、2日目も悩んでもいいと思う。で、3日目でもう切り替えて、例えばやけど、その悩んでる何かに対する、この選択肢、例えば2つあるとするじゃない？ 3 日目で、ブレストしましょう。ブレインストーミングですね。例えばなんだけど、こっちを押したらこうなるみたいな。そっちをしたらこうなるみたいな。で、その延長線上で打開策。じゃあ、こっちを選んだこうなる。じゃあ自分どうしたらいいかな。じゃあこれとこれとこれとしたら、まあ、こっちの方がいいみたいな。これはできる。これとこれとこれはできそう。みたいな。だから、まあ、マシかなとか。あっちの方で、じゃああれをしたら、これとこれとこれになる。じゃあ、これとこれとこれとこれを書き留める。これはできる。これ全部自分ができる範囲内で、紙でもいいから何かに、とりあえずペペペペペって載せていく。で、まあ3日か4日目にも決めて行動したらいいと思う。っていうのは、でもさ、難しいよね。だって、こういう時って多分きっとね、正解がないんですよ。というか、きっとね、何かしらね、これとこれの間やったら、両方とも良くもないみたいな。だから悩むわけじゃないですか。悩むことっていうことは、両方とも何かしらの欠点があるから悩んでるわけじゃないですか。だってまあ、欠点なかったら、こっちの方が明らかにいいってなったら、そっちを選ぶわけですよね。でも話にならないもんね、そもそも。なんか悩みにならないもんね。こっちの方が明らかにいいってなってたら。だからそう悩んだ場合、やっぱじゃあこれを選んだら、こうなる。で、その範囲の中で自分はこうできるから、マシ。で、もう反対方にこうなる。で、こうできるから、マシ。で、そこでもう選ぶしかない。で多分、結局、両方良くないから、そもそも。まあ、悩む以上ね、そもそも悩んでることだから、両方とも難しい選択なはずなんですよ。3つあるかもしれないし、4つあるかもしれない。でも、そもそも悩む理由があるわけですから、難しい選択ですよね。で難しい選択を乗り越えるためには、もう、正直、腹をくくって何かを選んで耐える。何かを選んで耐えるしかない。特に時間の縛りがないのであれば、余計にもう選んでどうにかするみたいな。で、時間の縛りがあったら、もうさらに同じく、もうどうにかするしかないみたいな。だから、でも悩んでるうちは何もなれへんし、何もできないし、何も進まないし、何一つ変わらない。でも行動したら、そこからもう対応するしかなくなるから、もう全身全霊、もう対応していくしかないんじゃないかな。対応していこうってなる。です。なんかもう行動に移して、あとはダメージコントロールみたいなしかないんじゃないかな。そうだから行動して、もうあとはもうその後の影響をどうマネジメントするかみたいなが、まあそっちの方が人生進む気がする。前にそうで、一歩後ろにね 引いても2歩前に歩いたらいい話だから、ちょっと手間取って迷ってもいいから、それをしっかりね、自分が思うままに迷って、でも選ぶときはもう選んで、でも前に進むしかない気がする。世の中に置いていけぼりだからね、やっぱ。So the question is, if you are torn between two, if you are torn between difficult decision, how do I forget about it? なんかね、これ別にね、なんか忘れ方ってね、結局ね、いやもう本当にね、でもなくならないからね、そもそも。例えばやけど、じゃあゲームして気がそれるかなってなっても、どうせなんか自分の頭の中で残ってるんですよね。その粒が、その悩みの塊が残ってるから、なかなかゲームしてたとしても、なかなか抜けないし、その考えが。で、ただ時間が流れていって状況は変わらないまんまやから、もうそうなっていくとしっかり迷って、もうしっかり選んで、もう二言はなしに、もうそのままね、出てくるであろう問題を解決していくしかない。と思います。If you are torn between a difficult decision, how do you forget about it, right? Is the question. I personally, I will ponder, I will, think about it for like a day. If it's really serious, 2 days. On the third day, I will write down the question. I will write down whatever options I have, like either I do this or either I do that. I'll think about the options I have. And then I'll think about, what I can do in each of those options, right? What will happen if I go with that option? And then what I can do in response to what will happen in that option. And then on the other side, I'll think about, okay, I have this other option, what are the problems that will arise from this? And what is within my power to do that can help alleviate those problems on the other side? And so I will literally write it down, have like 2 or 3 different scenarios, and see, what I'm feeling in that moment. And if I'm really, really kind of on the fence on the 3rd day or the 4th day, right? Then I will just 100% pull the trigger on the 3rd or 4th day. And just pick one and just go with it and don't look back and just consider all of the problems you're gonna have to deal with as you go with it. Because anything more than that is just a waste of time, it feels like. Because nothing will change. No matter if you play video games to kind of pretend like those problems aren't there, nothing's gonna change. You just have to go with it. And that's kind of my strategy. And it's not gonna be pretty, because if it's something of a difficult decision to begin with, right? It means that there are no right answers. In fact, there were probably only wrong answers to choose from. If it's that difficult of a decision, that means that neither of the answers were that great for you. Maybe all of the answers were not that great for you. And at that point, you're just trying to pick which answer is the least worst. And so long as it's the least worst, you did the best you can. All you have to really think about is buckling down, sticking to that answer, and figuring out how you can make it better or how you can try and make it less worse for yourself. That's because it's a difficult situation, right? Difficult decision. So I'm assuming that it's difficult, But that's kind of what it takes, right? That is kind of what it takes, unfortunately. You just have to do your best in that scenario. Yeah. And yeah, like another one thing is think outside the box, and sometimes like this is like more of like a more this is an annoying answer, but whatever problem you have, if you think about like the components of that problem or like why that problem is a problem to begin with, you might be able to fix the problem without answering. That's another thing. I feel like that's more of a more high level technique or whatever, right? But let's say you have a problem, right? Like, let's say you, I don't know, you have a problem and you need to fix it. Yeah, okay. There was I feel like this was in an economics class or something. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, lock in. Okay, so let's say you have 100 oranges, right? And you are person A, and the other person is person B. This is a pretty well-known like kind of negotiation conversation talk, right? Person A, you're person A. Person B is another person, right? You want 100 oranges. Okay. I have the oranges. I sell you the oranges, right? I'm the only person that has the oranges. So you have to buy your oranges from me, and person B has to buy their oranges from me. Now, you have a difficult decision because you need 100. There are only 100 oranges. They need 100 too, right? It's a difficult decision. What do? One, you, for example, go over to the person B and you negotiate 50-50. You take 50 oranges, they take 50 oranges. It's a lose-lose and a win-win. At least you have 50, not 100. You need 100, but you have 50. So you still lost, but you still have oranges. Better than 0. Other person, same deal, right? That's one option. Not a great option, but it's an option. Option number 2 is you give me an offer that I can't refuse, and you start a price war. Or, well, like a bidding war with the other person. So you're like, I'm going to buy your 100 orange for twice as much as they pay for it. It's a lose-lose because they get nothing and you paid twice as much as, the oranges are worth, right? So you have those two options, right? They're both difficult decisions. What do you choose? Let's take one step back and ask yourself a fundamental question. Why do you need those oranges? It's a bit of a trick question because you think that there's only two options. You think that there's a 50-50, you still lose, right? You take all 100, but you purchase it for double the price, you still lose, right? You think there's only two losing options. The real question is, why do you need the orange? Turns out you only need the fruit of the orange. And the other competitor only needs the skins of the orange. They only need the rinds of the orange because that's going to be used in their perfume. And you are a canned oranges manufacturer and you don't need the skins. You actually just want the fruit to can and to sell to a consumer. We didn't know that. But if you did know that, you'd know that, hey, we could just buy 100 oranges, split the cost, give the skins to the other person, take the fruits for yourself, and now you're in a complete win-win situation because you paid half price for the orange because they paid for half, you paid for half of 100 oranges. You got your fruits, so you sold your product, and they got their orange skins, and so they were able to sell their product. So both of you won because you bought 100 oranges, the components that you needed from the oranges, and you bought it at half the price. Crazy, right? In this kind of thought experiment or whatever, like example, right? But the idea behind the negotiation to begin with was, wait a second, what specifically do you need? Why specifically do you need that? And did you ask the right questions before answering the difficult decision? It started off with a difficult decision, but it turns out you ended up with a great deal, right? So yeah, it's kind of like a well-known like economics example or whatnot, or like some kind of root cause analysis. Sure, exactly. Like it's a very obvious kind of example, but we forget about that because we're such emotional creatures, right? If we're stuck in between two options, it's like there's only two options, but it's like maybe not. For example, right? The crazier you are, the crazier your potential is, okay? For example, think about it this way. You could eat like chips or Jello, let's just say. You have to choose between chips or Jello. But hey, if you just move countries, you don't have to choose between chips or Jello because you're not going to be there to choose between chips and Jello. You're going to be in a different country. My point is, like, you can change the playing field. Does that make sense? Like, you can be presented two options and you can say no. What are you gonna do? You know, like, no, what are you gonna do? That's another option, you know. It just requires a certain degree of crazy in order to do that, right? But I'm gonna explain in Japanese too, just to catch everyone up, make sure we're all on the same page. I feel like this is a pretty important, like pretty good, valuable lesson, just for anyone in general, because I still remember that type of conversation. I also changed a little bit of the ideas, but I think it was around the same stuff. そうなんですよ。ちょっとね、この最後にね、この、悩み事があるっていう話なんですけど、一つだけエグザンプルがありまして、その3日目で決めるみたいな、4日目で決めるっていうのは一つの案なんですけど、もう一つの案はね、よくその大学のクラスとかで、伝わってるその一例なんですよね。で、例え話なんだけど、例えば、自分は、旅人 A ちゃうわ、村人 A ちゃうわ、行商人 A かな事業主 A だとするじゃない。で、事業主 B も存在すると。ね、他社、事業主 B。で、それ僕が、セーブルが、オレンジを売ってます。みかんを売ってますと。はい。だから、僕は毎年みかんを売ってると。で、A さんと B さんは、オレンジが必要。みかんを必要としている。としますね。じゃあ、A さんは、100のみかんが必要。 で B さんは100のみかんが必要で、あらまあ今年ちょっとねなんかね作物よくなくて100個しかない。そう、みかん100個しかなかったです。100個しか売れませんってなるとするじゃないですか。でも A さん100個いるし B さん100個いるしみたいな。じゃあどうなるっていう話なんですよね。じゃあこの選択肢が例えば2つあるとするじゃないですか。1つは、じゃあ1人50個半々にするみたいな。 A さん50個 B さん50個もうしゃあないみたいな。100個必要やけどもうね在庫半分にしてこの半分しか売れないけど50個しか売れないけどまあとりあえず50個を買うと。でもう一人の B さんももうしゃあない50個とりあえず買うと。でまあ0よりはマシだよね。でも100を売るつもりやったから割となんか A さん B さんルーズルーズだよね。なんかまあマシだけどちょっと妥協してルーズルーズみたいな感じなわけじゃないですか。はい、例えばこれオプション A ですね。じゃあオプション1ですね。じゃあオプション2は、B さんに仕掛ける。そう。もう仕掛ける。値段で価格で仕掛けるみたいな。セーブル買うオレンジみかん100個を、倍で B さんの倍で買いますみたいな。ただこれもルーズルーズだよね。B さんはもちろんゼロだからみかん何もないからめっちゃルーズだよね。で A さんも実はこれもルーズだよね。なぜなら A さんもみかんが倍かかったから、普段より倍かけて値段倍かけて買ったみかんやから、これも A さんルーズだよね。でなんなら B さんめちゃくちゃ嫌われ B さんにめちゃくちゃ嫌われたもんね。今までねなんか穏便にっていう形やけどもう仕掛けたから B さんは大嫌いなわけですよ A さんに。だからでもみかんは100個あると。だから結局じゃあこれがオプション2ね。両方ルーズルーズなんですよ。じゃあもうこれはもう最悪やんみたいな。どっち選んだらいい？これはまさに悩むわけじゃないですか。悩まない？だって一つは50個しか売れへんし、逆になんか全部売れるけどもう足りないみたいな。ルーズルーズですよ。なんな相手もなんか嬉しくもないみたいな。100個を買えるのにみたいな。仕掛けたら100個買えるのにみたいな。でも仕掛けたら仕掛けたで良くないじゃないですか。じゃあルーズルーズの中でどれを選ぶ？悩ましいよね、難しいよねって話なんですけど、ここで、ちょっと番狂わせですよ。まずこの A さん B さんって実はさ、今まで言ってないねんけど A さんは缶詰のみかんを売ってると。で B さんはみかんの皮を使った香水を売ってると。だから厳密に言うと A さんは皮が必要ないんですよ。で厳密に言うと B さんはみかんの実は必要ないんですよ。でもこの根本的な事実を知らんかったら A さんも B さんも同じみかんを争ってるわけじゃないですか。でもこれ至ってさシンプルな質問で、まずさ誰かが聞かないといけないんですよ。なんで欲しいん？何が欲しいん？ その2つだけ、もうその質問2つだけ、ちょっと待って、なんで必要なのか、そして何が必要なのかっていう、その2つの質問がすごい重要なわけですよ。っていうのは、このどっちかしかない選択肢の中で、実はそれそもそも、その選択肢選ぶ必要あったのっていう、一歩後ろに踏んで、なんか一回ちょっと客観的に見て、あれちょっと、そもそもこの選択肢必要なんかなっていう話なんですよ。というのは、その僕、セーブルね、みかん売ってるセーブルから、僕からみかん100個買って、で、その皮を B さんに100個渡して、自分はみかんの実100個缶詰に入れて、で、さらに言ったら、A さんと B さん、2人が半分半分出して100個買ったらいいわけじゃないですか。同じ100個1人が買って、で、半分の値段でみかんの皮を売ったらいいわけじゃないですか。そしたら、半額で欲しいものが手に入る。つまり、ウィンウィンウィンみたいな感じになるわけですよ。でも、そのウィンウィンウィンっていうのは、まず最初に、そもそも、どっちかを選ばないといけないのかなっていう、前提を覆さないとわからないことなんですよね。今まではこれとこれしかないっていう話で、どっちかを選ばないといけないと思ってたら、実は、いや、ちょっと待って、なんで必要なのか、そして具体的に何が必要なのかっていうのを、逆に疑問を持って考えたら、実は両方とも選ばなくてよかった、みたいな。っていうエグザンプルが英語であります。はい。なんていうかな、海外の大学の経済学的なんかエグザンプルがなんかありますね。でもなんかそのネゴシエーション、なんていうか、やりとりの中でそういうシンプルな質問で解決する、シンプルな解決も実は存在するよっていうのがあるから、ぜひ参考にしてください。うん。参考程度でね。But yeah. So I don't know. That's just kind of like for your information. There is that option out there. Like there is that option, right? So yeah. そう。ありがとう。そう。I hope that helps. なんか to answer さっきのね、どうしてもなんか忘れたいね、なんかどうしても悩ましいことがあればっていう話なんですけど、当てはまるかどうかは分かんないですよ。やっぱどうしても気持ちとかが入ったら余計にね難しいわけですから、恋愛相談とかの延長線上とかやったらもっと難しくなるから分かんないですけど、ぜひぜひ参考にしてください。はい。ありがとうございます。Thank you, Seinya. Thank you. But Seinya, I do have to go. Like I actually have to go in like really soon. I have to go like right now, actually. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to like hit and run with the questions and answers and then like immediately run after. マジか。ごめん。ちょっとマジでもうすぐ行かないといけないんだけど。I need to go. Seinya, I need to go. いや、ありがとう。ごめんね、ほんと。Thank you, Seinyan. I do have to go. But let me... いや、本当にすまない。いつもはね、読んでるんだけどね。Seinyan、ごめんね。I usually read all of your kind supas. We usually have nyan time, but I'm behind schedule right now. Like, I have to go to my lesson, so I'll be gone. But tonight, I will see you with Furi-chan. I'll see you tonight with Furi-chan. And we'll be playing some Kukiyomi.We'll be playing some Kukiyomi later in the night. But ちょっとね、ちょっとだけ、名前だけ、ありがとう言わせていただこうかな。 let me just say thank you to my nyans, you know, just as a quick thank you, like a quick thank you, name only. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to just like, you know, read off, just acknowledge your name really quickly. But you know, thank you so much, okay? But I have to go, okay. Oka-nyan, thank you for the sub, thank you for the 12 months, arigato. Tsukasa-chan-nyan, thank you for the 1 month, arigato. Let's go. Yeah, Yuri-nyan, thank you for the 14 months, arigato. Sora-nyan, thank you for the first month, arigato. Let's go. Nana-nyan, thank you for the 14 months, arigato, arigato. Minuru-nyan, thank you for the Seinyan, arigato. Liz-nyan, thank you for the 15 months, let's go. Zuha-nyan, thank you for the 15, arigato. Nono-chan-nyan, thank you for the 10 months, arigato. Eve-nyan, thank you for the 15 months, okay, arigato. やばいね。15ヶ月なってきてるね。すごい。いや、もうそしてヌーニャン、welcome、ありがとう、ありがとう。ゆきねにゃん、thank you for the 15、ありがとうございます。ありがとうね。Roompix ちゃん、thank you for the 1 year. Let's go, 1 year. Let's go. Anime にゃん、thank you for the orange soup. ありがとう。Thank you, thank you. Sam にゃん、thank you for the 5 gifted. ありがとう。Thank you, thank you. Wow, thank you for the Nyan adoptions, by the way. Thank you. Soleo Nyan, thank you for the Seinyan. Welcome, welcome. Maya Nyan, thank you for the Seinyan. Welcome, welcome. Many Nyan, thank you for the 15 months. Tsukasa-chan Nyan, thank you for the yellow soup. Arigato. Tristan Nyan, thank you for the yellow soup. Arigato. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's such a good question. Please ask me again. Please ask me. If you're here, please ask me again, and I'll answer that question too later in the evening. The question was when you're not very outgoing and shy with your opinions, what is the best way to promote yourself? You seem so easygoing when you do so. Arigato. Please ask again, or if someone can remember that question, Seinya, but I'll answer maybe in Yan time later tonight. But yeah, or tomorrow. But thank you. Burnt Yan, thank you for the 11 months. Arigato. Thank you. No, glad you're back though. Arigato. Itsume Nyan Nyanchu, thank you for the soup. Arigato. Mark Knight Nyan, thank you. Welcome to the Seinyans. Thank you. Norlin Nyan, thank you for the 15 months. Arigato. Thank you, Seinyan. Thank you. Okay, I gotta go. I'm sorry to rush like this. I have to go. I have to get going. I'll see you soon. You know, my days are packed, but I'm doing my best. But okay. じゃあね、Seinya. Bye. Seinyana. Bye. I gotta go. Like I gotta go like 5 minutes ago.